What's up, little sleepies? I'm your big sleepy Mina, and I'm here with
Big sleepy sigh.
and
Big sleepy Arthur who didn't get 1 hour of sleep, so I guess you could consider it big sleepy actually.
Not
Anyways,
great.
well, we finally got that intro done.
We've been
we-
practicing.
we've been practicing it, which is sad. But,
Yeah, because the last couple of ones are messes, which I haven't listened to any of them because my voice. But also, I just know from remembering.
So, first topic. We've been gone for quite some time.
a whole year. What?
We
Look, kids. It's very simple, right? Just procrastinate.
listen, a lot's
don't do that.
happened,
Don't do
man.
that. I'm a bad role model.
You may be wondering why this episode is titled Episode 4. Don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it.
No,
No,
Don't
you're
worry.
you're
No.
you're calling it episode 3. You're calling it.
No, I'm
episode
calling it
3.
Episode 4.
I'm gonna explain it because what
No,
happened.
No, they don't
no.
get an explanation. We'll
Leave him in the dust. Leave him in the dust.
Precisely.
They don't get to know why there's no 3.
They'll find out in our future special 10 years down the line or something. I don't know.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
yeah. We're gonna get real far.
When we get all popular.
Mina, we could barely get through the intro. You think we're gonna be able to do this 10 years?
Hey, we could just do an episode every year.
Listen, you're not wrong.
Every
It
time
seemed like
we
that's
do
how it's
this-
gonna turn out.
Every time we do this, we're always like, "Oh, we'll whatchamacallit? We'll post more frequently," and then we don't. And then we end up with year-long hiatuses.
But listen, that wasn't entirely our fault though. This year has been a lot.
Very much.
You know
so
what?
much.
Let's get back on our starting topic. Why don't we?
Sleep?
We have no starting topic, but I was just gonna
Yeah, wait.
mention that I keep on getting advertisements for the Sprite Cranberry.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So basically, you know how that was like a meme like a year or two ago, right? We were like,
Mhm.
oh yeah, Sprite Cranberry, isn't that a funny ad? And I was just like, oh man, it's funny because I've never seen it before, but everybody's memeing on it. And then now I keep on getting it every single time I see an advertisement, and I am pissed off, dude. I'm sick and tired
Why?
of hearing
They're
LeBron
so
James
good.
ask me if I want a Sprite Cranberry. I haven't had a Sprite Cranberry, right? And now at this point, I do not want a Sprite Cranberry because these ads keep on annoying me.
I mean,
Because,
hey,
like,
it could be good.
It could be
I,
good,
for
but you
one,
know what?
want a Sprite Cranberry.
I'll never find out if a Sprite Cranberry is amazing or not because those advertisements are deterring me. Right? I do not want one.
Do you ever see them in the stores or anything? Where are you supposed to get them? Because I, for one, have never seen one.
I
Ever.
do not actively search for them.
You just avoid them like the plague now.
I'd imagine I could probably find some if I really wanted some, but I don't want any, and so I won't find any.
Couldn't be me.
Really quick
I,
random
for one,
thing.
want one.
Really quick random thing. Apparently, the recording software I'm using right now doesn't show me how long we've been recording, so I'm gonna put a timer on my phone so I can keep track.
Delightful. We'd love that.
So
We're just
God
gonna
knows how
start
long we've been
talking
talking
and
for.
talking.
Guys,
Oh my gosh.
how long do these episodes last again? An hour?
Like an
Normally,
hour and 15 minutes.
That's the average from the 2 episodes we've made.
Yeah.
So anyways, I guess now I think about it, that starting conversation didn't really get us anywhere.
I mean,
Because-
Do you know what
we
will
do
get us
have-
somewhere?
we do have some podcast topics. Mostly are just roasting me though, so like, let's not do that.
What do you mean?
Well, because there's
Alright,
one that just says
excuse
Mina's
me.
fucking $60 plushie.
Listen, not all of them were targeting you though, but on the topic of your
No.
$60 plushie that you have brought up for us, you bought a $60 plushie
Please,
in pain.
didn't you do it because of horny or something like that?
No, not
Oh my
because-
god.
Not that kind of plushie, you fool. I thought it was because it had abs. I don't remember it.
No.
No, it's a cute plushie. It's cute. It's a little dog guy. Well,
Yeah,
it's furry. It's
I
if I
mean,
said it was
okay,
furry, would
let's
you be
just-
mad?
Okay, let's just say this, right? I wouldn't discount the fact that Mina wouldn't buy a furry plushie because it had abs. Okay.
Listen, I'm not Mina. If you somehow get your hands on a plushie with abs, I would not judge. Would I make fun of you for it? Just like the $60 plushie? Yes.
Okay,
For
in
sure.
my defense, it was a little Christmas gift for myself. So technically, those $6 do not count. It
Bruh.
simply does not exist because it was a
Was
Christmas
this
gift.
not?
Well, yeah, they
Was
don't.
this not
exist 'cause
counting
they're not in your
shipping?
possession anymore,
That was actually including shipping. That shipping fucked me up. Oh my god,
bro.
Wait, how much was shipping?
like $12.
$12.
No,
That's why-
yeah,
it was like
if
it was like a $50 plushie, and then the shipping was like, "Hi,
Still
bitch."
$50.
Dude, it's very simple, right? If they gotta take the time and effort to ship your plushie from down the street to your house, right? That thing costs like at least $100, let alone like 1 meter. Like, bro, that's
I
crazy.
think the reason it costs that much is because it's over a
No, yeah, it's
pound,
prob-
which I don't get because it's a
And also-
plushie.
And also, it's
Over a
probably
pound?
made in a different country.
I don't think it was. I don't know. I could like look it up.
Who
Let me look it up.
knows? But yeah, so Mina has a $60 plushies. What are our other topics actually?
Quarantine's been a
I
fucking.
can't close my door.
Oh.
I can't close the door. This is awful.
Welcome.
Quarantine's lasted for like a year now. That's fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I could go on such a long tangent about how everybody's an idiot for how long this quarantine's been lasting, dude.
Yeah.
And by everyone, I mean
Karens.
the people who
Just
I
Karens.
the people who I so lovingly call mouth coughers, right? Basically
No,
they're
where else are you supposed to cough though?
no. Basically, there are people who I deemed are so unintelligent that they would cough into each other's mouths deliberately as like a fun pastime because they either A, don't believe in COVID, or B, are in fact so stupid that they maliciously intend to spread COVID to other people, right?
We
Oh,
love
yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Right,
basically
quality content.
they're people who I believe are too stupid to do anything other than cough in each other's mouths all day.
That's so disgusting.
I remember we
Visualizing that
called-
is actually pain.
I remember for like a short time we called people who don't want to wear masks rat lickers or something because like the plague.
I don't remember that.
You don't?
I don't remember that nickname.
It was like a meme where people were like were calling people who don't want to wear masks rat lickers because like like in the plague time. The rats were spreading the plague, so like if you want to get the plague, just like lick a rat. So that's what they were
I
calling them
remember
rat lickers because they want to
For
wear a
like
mask.
a short time, people. I don't know if they did it like on. I don't know if it was like a trend or like they were doing it for the meme, but like it was gross. They would lick surfaces, and they'd record themselves licking surfaces and then be like, "Gonna get corona" or something, and it was pain.
No, I think it was just like a weird thing in general where people just decide to lick random objects for no particular reason. You know, the shit people do for clout usually. Where like
Gross.
I think one of the particular inciting incidents was where a girl recorded herself licking ice cream in a supermarket and then putting it
oh
back.
yeah.
Oh
right?
yeah, that was gross.
That was like
as fuck.
a what?
Yeah, and then she
when
got
was
like
that?
arrested. And then she got arrested.
She did get arrested. And
I think it was
she's,
like for
serving time right now.
bioterrorism, something like that.
Yeah.
Which
I mean,
no,
you
I,
shouldn't.
no, I
do
think
that.
I think it was deemed domestic terrorism or whatnot.
I mean, she
Serves her right,
shouldn't
dude.
have done that, man.
Look, it's simple. It's simple. Clout clouds the mind, right? When people
What an
people,
awful sentence.
when people search for clout, right? They do things that are probably not things that a human being, let alone a living being, should be doing. So you know.
Oh my gosh.
Wait. Does that imply there's things a corpse should be doing that a human can't, or a living being can't?
Yes.
What an awful.
We
But
What
no,
has
yeah,
happened this year?
seriously, people trying to do shit or hop onto weird ass trends to be cool are fucking stupid, and they will always get my disrespect. Cause hot damn, dude, if you're gonna do something stupid to try to be cool, man, I don't know, I don't really think I want to associate you along with
Yeah.
half of the reasonable population.
Understandable. Oh my
The other
gosh.
half are kids, so I don't know.
We're in our first year of college as well.
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
Well, I mean, technically, because of how SOAR worked, we're in our like so and so years of
But
college.
now we're in like our like
Actual college.
actual with no high school included as well.
Yeah,
Which is kind of, and I mean, I guess you can't, sometimes you probably wouldn't want to count this year as real college because, you know, we're in quarantine and it's all online.
Nah,
Baby.
man, it's real college, dude.
Yeah, they did not let up the workload at all.
Oh my
man.
god.
Everything
I almost
sucks,
died.
dude. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. It like having college online classes at home, right, is a bit advantageous for me, particularly for my programming classes, because you know, I need access to my computer, right, in order to program, right? And so basically, since everything is done on the computer, I basically have free reign, right? But I just have to say that it also makes me complacent, I guess you could say. And basically I procrastinate and ass load and sort of screwed myself.
I mean, understandable.
I'm not
This
gonna
fall
lie.
semester was horrible.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I
Yeah.
procrastinated a lot on my art assignments. Oh, it was
my God.
not fun.
I'm so envious of you, Mina. Because it actually seems like you're going to like, you're doing stuff that you actually enjoy, or you at least are taking classes for things that you really want to do. And I'm still stuck over here like, I just gotta get this year done. I just gotta get it done, man. And then I'll
What classes are you taking, Cyan?
This last I'm still trying to get just May A done right now.
I get to.
Yeah. So
Okay.
this last semester, what did I take, man? I don't even remember. Dude, the semester ended and all the information left my brain.
I mean,
same
to
here.
be fair,
I'm not
nothing
even
I've
thinking
learned in
anymore.
like through the what's it called? I get has stuck in my head. Like absolutely nothing.
Understandable.
Okay. I'm about to make a lot of teachers, whoever listens to this, very sad, right? If you ever come across this, I apologize sincerely, but I hate Cornell notes and I don't find them useful. I said it.
Wait, do your teachers still make you do Cornell notes?
No. I used to have to do Cornell notes back in like middle school. Oh my word! It's like
They're really bad.
I get how they could work for some people, but I am not an organized individual, nor does it really help me in any way, shape, or form. They aren't useful for me.
Especially the whole like stupid question column. Like, how are you gonna?
You have to write a question. Like, look, most of the time I get it. It's like 2 + 2 = 4. 5 + 5 = 10. What questions do I have to ask? What does the addition sign mean? Like,
Yeah,
please,
like
come on.
honest to God, like it was
Shut up.
so stupid.
10 out of 10.
I'm so glad college professors don't give a shit about how you take your notes.
Yeah, they just want you to get the job done. Unless
Honestly.
they're like unless they're Avid related, or you know, in Cornell University, you don't have to do anything of that
Thank
sort.
God I
and
never
it
have
feels
to take
good.
another Avid class. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh, Avid.
Gosh.
Avid wasn't even that terrible though, unless you were.
It was just a nuisance.
Yeah, it was just annoying to have to deal with. Because some
You
days you
fool.
would do stuff, and then some days you would. Most days you didn't have to do anything for the most part.
I'm not
And then
gonna lie.
there would be those certain days.
I'm not
While
gonna
you were
lie.
busy studying Avid, I was busy getting shipped off to actual college.
You were doing big boy things.
Not by my own will.
It do
Not
be like that
ideal.
sometimes.
It do be like that.
I'm not gonna lie though, I'm like 90% sure 9th grade ninth grade
Ad?
Avid left a bad taste in my mouth because I'm not gonna name names because
Yeah, but
reasons.
I
But
don't know yet.
that teacher just ruined the class for me.
I
Yeah.
wasn't there in 9th grade.
Lucky.
Arthur knows the pain.
It'd
I
be like
don't.
that.
I don't know. I just don't jive with Avid
Which is understandable.
because generally speaking, most of my college experience just came with doing rather than like being told this is what college is like. This is what college is like. Nothing. Okay. Here's my words. Here's my words of advice. Nothing is going to prepare you for college. You just do it. You know.
I mean,
Like you could go. Well, okay. Here's what I feel. Right. I mean, it could technically be true for anything, but it's just the fact that like college is not as stuck up as they sell themselves and B as other schools sell themselves, right? And if they are, well then God bless you, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. There is a level of professionalism, right? So you can't just go willy-nilly and do whatever you want. But generally speaking, is basically just for, mature and sensible individuals,
Yeah.
so not us.
I don't know. Well, I don't know. Basically, if you have common sense, you'll probably survive. Like that's like it's just.
I was gonna say even that's asking a lot, but I don't want to like sell myself short. I'm smart, I swear.
Okay.
I'm decent.
Well, I guess you could say that for other people. Sometimes, their common sense is lacking.
Arthur really coming for the whole human race this episode right now.
I'm mad and I'm swinging, bro. I'm just saying.
Love the energy. Keep it going.
If there's gonna be fish thrown, then damn, they're gonna be fish thrown. You already know it.
We love it. We love it. Keep the energy going. Keep the rage, not the rage, the fire.
The rage.
The rage going.
Anger.
Let the anger flow through you.
Another thing that happened recently, we started playing D&D, bro.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh,
dude, it is.
Our party.
Something.
It's so.
Our party, in short words, it's a shit show.
Arguments. Lots of arguments. There's so
I'm
many
not gonna
arguments.
lie, my character so far has been
The
causing the most
oh
problems.
My gosh. Bro, your intelligence was supposed to be what, 17, and you'll do.
Listen.
Do, like,
It's not my fault. I'm
stuff.
stupid.
Depression.
Little quick recap. So far, my character, this lovely bastard named Vincent, TPK'd the party. First session, by the way.
I forgot about that. Oh my gosh.
Murdered a little robot child, though I don't consider it murder because it's a robot, but the whole party disagrees. Whatever.
It's murder. You killed the sentient little being.
But
he was trying to run away. You maged
him.
hand him, and you gave him a quick squeeze.
I didn't mean to squeeze him. I rolled for that squeeze. I didn't mean to squeeze him.
Gosh, when you were, it's so weird when we say it like. It wasn't even sentient, man.
It wasn't even sentient. It doesn't count as murder. Speaking of murder, your character has gone on a killing spree.
He doesn't. I didn't. Okay. That.
Oh,
okay, I've
yeah.
only killed one person, and it wasn't intentional.
No,
it
you
wasn't
killed-
intentional. How was I supposed to know the guard only had 11 HP?
I feel like you killed someone else, or maybe I don't remember anything.
You cast Thunderwave.
Yeah, wait. Why do you think casting thunder? It killed us all the first time. That's how you TPK'd
Okay, but
all
we're
of
level
us.
1. I would think that.
Thunderwave's still strong.
And how am I supposed to know I'm gonna roll high on Thunderwave?
After you thunderwaved everybody the first time and got a perfect roll.
Got that naturally crit.
Oh, yeah, so
Oh
the-
yeah, I have a question. We were in a river. You thunderwaved. Why again?
Okay, I explained why. Thunderwave, when you cast a spell, it gives
It
you
launches us.
it gives a I think like a 15 or 10-foot push radius. So I was like, oh, if we're in a river and I use a spell, well, it'll push us out of the river. And I was technically right, but I kind of forgot that
fried us
electricity plus water is not a good combination. And
Oh my
and like
Oh
I'd
my
been rolling
gosh.
trash the entire night, so I was like, oh, I won't roll like a high enough damage, and I roll max fucking damage and wipe the entire party. Ugh.
Mina, it doesn't matter if it's a toaster or a nuclear generator, man. Electricity and water is electricity and water, dude. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's not the amount. It's the fact that there's electricity in the water.
Oh my gosh! And then he angered God.
I didn't.
I don't even like know what happened because after you killed us, I like zoned out. I was gone. My brain, I was ascending, and I was like, okay,
We
I
all-
guess we have
we
to
all
make
just-
new characters.
We
And
all
then I
just sort
come
of
back
turned
into,
off.
I zone back in, and then I hear God say, "Oh, you know what, Mina? Roll for your save." And I'm like, "Oh no, oh no."
Okay, listen, this is my second time playing D&D, I think, and I was like, oh, if you die, your character has to make a character saving throw, right?
I don't know, man. I
or-
didn't know it was actually your second time. I don't know. I thought you were like hardcore veteran type.
Dude,
Same,
no,
I
I
thought so
played like
too.
maybe what?
Or do you just
Three
or do you just
sessions
do
with my other
Do you
group?
just do RP or something like that, man?
I think
don't
you just, Mina, don't you just watch D&D Boys or
I mean-
listen to the podcast? Was
I mean,
it a
yeah, I do
different
that
podcast?
too, but like I had a group of people who I stopped playing with for different reasons. But I played with like maybe 4 to 5 sessions with them, and like even then I didn't understand D&D combat, and like just it was playing
Hey,
with third
neither
party
do I,
was
look
such a
up.
hot
I,
mess.
I wish we had like a visual representation, but it is all theater of the mind.
I mean,
So
for like, okay. I remember my character, his name was James. He was tiefling cleric, yeah. And during the one of the sessions, James's whole deal was that he was the Prince of Hell, and he was like exploring the overworld because like he's like, oh, overworld's all cool and whatnot. And I forgot how this like led up or something, but like I ended up changing my god from goddess of like justice or something to Satan, aka my dad, in
Why?
the game.
This escalated so quickly.
Yeah, I completely forgot how it happened, but like that happened, and I was like, you know what? Okay, I guess DM said to do it, so I did it. And I got this angry text from one of the party members, and they're like, wow, I hated how you played James in the last D&D session. You were like so, what's the word? Like weak-willed, I guess. I don't know.
What
yeah,
a strange
they're probably
text
called
to
you.
get.
This is weird, dude.
They,
It's like
Dude, that could never
No.
happen in our D&D session. Everybody's too dumb and stupid. We can't. Calling somebody out is like
And I-
calling the kettle black, man.
And I mean, here's the dealio, right? Like, depending on the circumstances, it may very well be in character to be like, oh yeah, I
Yeah.
want to change my god, you know?
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like, like if you just don't really know yourself, if you're not like, you're just not really into the current religion you're in, and stuff like that. Like there's an infinite amount of possibilities. Right?
I think they were
It's
just upset because like I
D&D.
wasn't taking the mechanics of the game into consideration. I was more going for story. But even
Mhm.
then, they're like, "Oh, this wouldn't fit your character," and like, we were on like shaky, not shaky.
It's his character.
It's your character.
Yeah, we were on bad terms when this happened, so I didn't like really respond to them. But looking back on it, I'm just like, it's my character. Why the fuck do you care? And like, they were like
Bro,
really
couldn't
peeved
be
about
me.
it.
Couldn't be me. I literally couldn't care. I will just laugh at Vincent
Oh
whenever
yeah,
he does something stupid.
fucking okay. This fucking idiot, right? So Vincent, I try to make him act smart, but I'm not a very smart person. So that's where conflict usually arrives. And
Mhm.
I remember it was me and another party member. Their name was Otarashi. Is that right? Yes.
Yeah.
Oh god. Every time you mention him, every time you guys interact, it's the worst.
It always ends in chaos.
It really
and-
does. Cause okay, so here's a scene. It's me, Otarashi, and a random guard we intimidated. We're sneaking into the castle of this castle barrack, I believe it was called, to get some information. Adarashi is getting information of a tavern keep for information about a war, I believe, and I'm trying to get information of my past, because me and Cyan have characters who are not related, but like
We're
friends,
bros.
bros, and they both have mysterious pasts that they're trying to uncover. So we went to the records to like collect stuff, and Adarashi finds this safe that says in big words, "Do not touch." And he goes, "Hey, there's this thing here that says do not touch." And me, being the dumbass that I am, not thinking about it, goes, "Hey,
Well-
touch it." And an alarm sets off.
Well, didn't God intimidate you, kind of?
Oh yeah.
AKA our DM. Every time Mina like wants to say, no, maybe I shouldn't, because it's a smart move. Our DM will go, pussy.
Or no, he'll be like, no, do it, come on, do it, I dare
Do
you.
it, come on.
And I'll be
Touch
like,
it.
"No, I don't
I
want
do
to."
it.
And he's like, "Do it, pussy." And I'm like, "Fine." And I do it, and then I get fucked.
You need to stop getting You need to stop getting baited, Mina.
Gotta stop being baited by God.
And
Just because God tells you to do something does not mean that it needs to be done.
long story short, that led up
But it's
to.
so funny.
That led up to his arm getting cut off.
Mhm.
But I healed it, and now we have your arm. It didn't attach.
It's not attached. It's just there.
It's not attached. But I healed it, and now it's its own organism, making its own blood and thriving.
That's-
And
Which
like
is
the
honestly
worst
impressive.
part was I was trying to back up Arthur's role, I think, something like that, but I
Yeah.
completely misinterpreted the situation. So I did this whole scene that I didn't need to do, which inevitably caused
Yeah,
my arm to get
basically,
chopped off.
Basically, he lost his arm for no reason.
Basically. And, like-
so basically, what I was doing was I was trying to convince the guards that there's a kraken outside so they could deal with it, right? And at that point, apparently we had already left, but that wasn't conveyed clearly. So Mina thought that nobody was believing my lie because I rolled bad, and so he tried to back it up by pretending for of all the routes he could have taken, he pretended that he was on side of whoever was controlling the kraken. Right, because the kraken is controlled.
It was a play. Was it a good
Not a good
plan?
one.
It was a plan. I can't say it was the best possible option. Just saying.
I'm just saying, logically speaking, who goes, "Oh, this person must be lying. Let me chop off their arm." Huh?
Guards?
No. No. He didn't think you were lying. He fully believed you.
And that's why he chopped
He
off your arm.
thought you were with the enemy, and that's why he chopped off your arm.
Your acting was too good, man. You convinced
Look
too
what it
well.
got me. Oh, also, after I killed that one guard, I had to change my appearance because they're like, "Oh, news spreads fast in Castle Barrack."
Oh my
So everyone
God.
knows that this bunny hybrid man killed a person. So I had to disguise myself as a tiefling, and I got fucked up again. So I have to make another disguise.
Oh yeah, basically the DM has made it so that the world is stacked against us. Not just things, everything.
Everything. We can't
not-
stay there anymore.
Nothing works out.
It's awful, but it's so good.
Vincent
It's so
needs to get
good.
himself a cloak and a new disguise, which is absolutely lovely.
You need
Oh.
to change your whole outfit,
Yeah.
bro. I can point you out a mile away in in that little outfit you have on.
Audience, you don't obviously don't have a visual, but Vincent wears a very skimpy outfit. Why? I thought it'd be cool.
It was all fun and games until you murdered someone and became very identifiable.
That's what we call.
Should we talk about the dragon gel?
Oh my god! I was just about to
Is
mention
that
it.
is that even allowed?
I mean, I've every time I've uploaded a podcast, I've labeled it like not for children, so we could.
I suppose so. Okay, so basically, right, the DM has this one NPC, right, who's an artificer, and for whatever profane reason, our DM decided that this particular artificer should be obsessed with utilizing one substance, which is.
What?
Do you,
Tell us what the substance is, Arthur.
Tell us, Arthur.
what it is.
Dragon semen. So, So basically, it's become just this massive joke in the party where basically anything that's even remotely technological, we think it's made by the artificer, and we think it's made from Dragon Cum. And our DM hates it, but I'm gonna be
But
honest, he sort of did it.
Yeah.
He started it.
man.
Especially because, like, I remember we found, like, some sort of, like, wine substance, and he was like, oh, that's the prototype of the dragon gel, and you know what fixed it? Dragon cum.
What an awful thing.
Basically, he's like obsessed with Dragon Cum, and then tells us to not be obsessed with Dragon Cum. Like,
So
are
the
you
question
kidding me?
is Fernando obsessed? Oh, I shouldn't. Well.
Oh, you just
Name drop.
Name drop. Oh.
Now everybody knows that Fernando likes
Now everybody
Dragon
knows.
Cum.
They know everybody's identity.
We've been DDoSed. Oh.
Oh
Wait.
no.
No, I mean doxed. Oh,
Doxed?
gosh, I
DDoSed.
No. DDoSing is the thing where they cut out your internet. Doxing is the thing where they reveal all your personal info.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
Both are awful.
Well, he put
Yeah.
it. He did this by himself. He doesn't.
Are you about to say that he deserves it?
Only slightly.
Oh my gosh.
Let's hope Fernando doesn't watch this episode, or else he's gonna make Vincent's life a living hell.
Look, don't worry. We
He's already making it a living hell.
I mean,
man.
you're right. You're right.
Hell for everybody.
It
look,
could
it's
get
simple.
worse.
Just put another year in between each episode, and nobody will be motivated to watch.
Uh,
Oh my gosh. You know whose character I love the most in our little D&D party?
who?
Arthur's. Because he
Oh.
actually sticks to like his character and like his what's it? Your assignment, whatever that. What is it?
Alignment.
Your alignment. Sorry.
I
10 out of 10 work, Arthur.
And he actually does a character voice.
Yeah, and he does a character voice. It's 10 out of 10.
Thank you.
I try doing one, but like I can't keep it consistent, and like I just don't know what it is because I try to make it higher pitched, like, oh hello, my name is Vincent, I do magic, but like
Basically,
I can't
he
keep it up.
he wanted to be British, but he can't pull that off.
Oh my god, because that's okay. I was genuinely considering that because that's like the only accent I can do for a sustained amount of time and properly, and I use properly very loosely.
Understandable. I was here for it. I was ready for you to use your voice, but honestly,
were all ready.
understandable. I wanted to do a character voice as well, but then I was like, I'm gonna feel so weird every time I talk, man.
Bruh.
I mean, we gotta do it though, because I love Fernando, but like he doesn't do character. Well, I don't know if he kind of doesn't do.
He does a little bit.
But like, I'm
It's
not gonna
more like-
lie, it's kind of hard to tell when he's talking or NPC's talking. I'm just like, do I respond to this?
Really calling out God here.
God has come for me multiple times. I think it's okay for me to come at God at least a few times.
Watch him kill you the next time we go.
It's time to get clapped, Mino.
He's just gonna listen to the episode, and then next time we have a session, he'll be like, "So, I heard you had some gripes about my DMing," and I'm just like, "Ah, fuck." And we're gonna start the session. He's like, "So Vincent gets struck by lightning, only Vincent, and is dead now."
Only Vincent, roll for your safety because you get such bad rolls.
Vincent, roll for me to not kill you right here, right now.
Oh, another thing. The Artificer Man. So one of the characters had like a teleporting, sword, I believe, and the entire group got whatchamacallit, suited up, I guess, with teleporting weapons, except for Vincent. You wanna know why? Because the Artificer found out he killed the little robot, and the little robot was apparently his son, or something like that. So,
Yeah.
Basically, the Artificer's a lonely man, and you killed his only friend.
okay, he was brought back to
killed the
life.
little
It wasn't
boy.
permanent death.
You still squished him.
I didn't mean to.
Imagine you have a son. You think he's the greatest. Someone comes over to them and squishes them with Mage Hand. You fix them and they tell you what happened. They're fixed, but they still got squished.
I mean, if it was an accident, which it was.
No, No, you killed the son. Accept the consequences. The consequences weren't even that bad. Not terrible.
I got a piss
It's not like he killed you.
covered dagger that didn't teleport properly.
Is it covered? It just smells like it to you and only you.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah, that's
fun.
another thing. Like I don't know. Fernando has a weird obsession with making ridiculously harsh punishments.
Because it's funny.
Losing
It's
my
funny.
arm.
It works. It's funny.
I just hope that whenever can I name drop Angel Man? Y'all
Angel Man.
Oh yeah, the person who has not joined us yet.
is it? I think it'd be like we're not shit talking, so I can name drop him, right? That's
Just
ethical.
call him Angel Man. or
Angel Man.
something.
Okay, well,
Man who's an
Angel
angel.
Man.
Angel Man.
well, I hope Angel Man joins us soon because one, I really want to see him to play because I love his character
Yes.
so far. Because so far his story is just Angel too stood for heaven and got kicked out.
I love that so much. It's so good.
And like I'm hoping that like he'll like join the party and just like, oh, your arm's chopped off, let me fix that, and then just like magics it
No,
together.
I don't think her arm will be gone like forever. I mean, we have the other arm, and there's probably definitely something we can do to connect it.
I mean, I guess, but it's still not fun having your arm chopped off.
Listen, but listen. It's fine.
Oh,
Alright.
I remember. So Vincent's arm got chopped off, right? And I started crying in game because I'm pretty sure getting your arm chopped off hurts.
Isn't a pleasant experience.
Yeah.
And then
It's one
Cyan's
of those-
character came in, or their name's Hal. He's like, "Oh no, Vince, it's okay, don't cry." And they're like, "We'll cry a little bit. You got your arm chopped off."
Yeah,
And
I ran in and I was like, oh no, don't cry. But then I was like, you kind of get your arm chopped off. Never mind. You can cry a little bit.
It's
and I just made Vincent
justifiable.
cry 10 times harder.
Oh my gosh, dude.
So much happened in that last play, bro.
Oh my god.
Too much happened.
I don't even
Have
know.
we actually had like a proper battle yet?
No.
I don't-
Sort
We've
of,
had
but
one
not
battle.
really. Sort of,
And
not
that was-
really.
And Gerard took his battle axe and Beybladed through all of them, killing
almost
he
killing
knocked
us in the
almost
process.
killing us as well.
Fantastic.
Man, we stay almost killing all of our party.
Oh my gosh.
Well, not the worst part, but like I feel like we're gonna have to leave this city soon, and I feel bad because I'm pretty sure Fernando planned somewhat of a story to happen here,
Yeah.
and we're all just like, yeah, we kind of like did a lot of murder. We gotta skedaddle.
I don't know.
Escalated.
If we got, I don't know. He seems very willing to kick us out of a lot of places. I'm just saying. He
Oh
put-
right.
For all we know, he could have set up so much for Castle Baron, right? And we would never know because he put us in prison to start off with. Like, what are we supposed to do? Just
That-
sit there and wait our sentence?
We should have probably talked about how we started the game, because
Yeah,
that was
we
a
kinda
whole
just,
other
like-
mess.
Yeah, we started our first D&D session started with us. You know how they'll normally start in like a bar or something? What is it? A tavern?
Yeah.
We started in prison in
Okay,
our
here's
little jail
for
cells.
whatever reason, he decided that how we start off should be random, right? And so nearly all of us rolled poorly and ended up in prison, right? It was funny because there's not like degrees of success. It was either prison or tavern. I was just like, what? And so the one group member who was free came to the prison to try to free us for whatever meta reason, who knows, and then
No,
then got arrested.
He didn't try freeing everyone. He just tried freeing the Gerard because they were like buddies apparently.
Oh
but
yeah,
he-
okay, that was the reason why.
But he
Alright,
did so
yeah,
by
and-
walking outside of the jail, something like, "I'm here for you, bitch," very obviously,
and
and
then
got
he
his
got
ass
arrested as well.
arrested.
So we all basically started in prison. It was not fun.
And then
And it's
after
funny
that,
because that sort of like really goes against the idea of what I was going for with my character. But hey,
Yeah.
you know, I guess you just.
and like apparently Vincent and Hal burned down half the kingdom, and that's why they were in prison.
Yeah, it wasn't great, but you know,
Which is kind of
it's
funny
fine.
because Vincent doesn't know any spells to like that would make fire. So I'm just like,
Yeah.
interesting.
Interesting. How did we get to this turn of events?
Oh,
So
and
far, I'm enjoying it though.
It has its moments.
It's moments. It's
the entire thing's a moment.
yeah, it really is.
We got thrown out of a not King Village. That was fun.
with
Yeah.
the what's it called?
Abyssals?
The abyssal. Yeah.
Yeah, because a particular set of individuals would not stop arguing with each
Call him
other.
out, call him
and
out. It was Adarashi and Gerard.
It's funny because yeah, they were supposed to be buddies. What happened? They started landing blows.
Dude, they always fight.
I think they're more of
That's like their thing though.
yeah, they're buddies, but they hate each other. So like, I don't
Yeah.
know how that works.
Oh my gosh, and the reason
one-
why Gerard
frenemy.
ended up in prison, man.
Oh, do we dare say it?
Yeah, just say it, man.
Oh no.
So Gerard apparently fucked a bear. Whether it
Gerard
was
just got a lot of love to give, man. And it's
Whether-
continued through the whole like.
I think it's just even more odd that that's illegal.
Well-
Not to say that that's right. It's just weird that that's a law. You know.
Yeah.
How many people have done it with the bear where it would constitute requiring the law? I just
it's only because of Gerard. It's only because of him.
It's only because of Gerard.
Oh my god.
They just keep finding him, and it's just like, oh, he did it again.
We're gonna have to make this
Oh.
illegal, boys. Get the Senate.
Get the Senate. Get the king. We can't have this.
BRB 1 second.
Okay, dope.
Oh my gosh, but D&D's wild though. Very.
Yeah,
I wasn't
dude.
expecting it to be this chaotic.
I was about to say the same thing. It is.
I've only ever seen like some. I haven't seen like whole D&D gameplays of like podcasts or stuff, but they usually go like a more less chaotic route, you know?
At the end, it depends on the DM. Fernando, from what I could tell, pretty much seems up for anything, but is also perpetually sick and tired of everything.
Correct.
I would imagine that that's basically the perfect combination of feelings towards a party in order to, have some shit happen.
It's the best. Honestly, 10 out of 10, because when he DMs, it'll be fine when we start out, and then as we go along and we start making terrible decisions, as we do, you can hear his voice get more and more tired, and we'll say something, we'll say, oh, I want to do this, this, and this. He'll just go, are you sure?
Not only will he do that, but no, I really believe that. Man, his punishments are harsh as hell. And also,
Bro, because we have no brain cells. There is no brain cells in this group. There's no brain cells in our party.
Not one, not a single one.
If anything, you have all the brain cells, are they?
Honestly, honest to God, like Altair, he's
'Cause
the
I don't
most
think you've done
sensible
one-
character.
Yeah, I don't think you've done
that's
one
why I gave
stupid
him
thing.
That's why I gave him 17 wisdom.
You're so smart.
Fucking
It's
Vincent
so
has
good.
an intelligence of 17. Does he use any of it? Absolutely not.
Absolute incredible. Remember when you guys lit that wall on fire? That was fun.
We didn't light it on fire. We just burned it. It's-
You just burnt it. It was cold, and you guys said, lighter wall.
Maybe it's. Well, I mean, for all we know, it could have been made out of ice. All right, you can't
Which is
discount
true.
that possibility, right? I'm just saying.
But you guys did it twice.
I think we did
It
it a
wasn't
couple times.
Yeah.
You did it more than once, which
Uh,
was quality content, honestly.
Oh, not to mention, we were in a dungeon and Vincent kept getting the party members trapped.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Mina, there was one part where we were in the dungeon. I don't remember it like perfectly, but you said something. You were at really low HP and we had to go in this door, and you were like, it's not like something's gonna hit me when I first walk in this door or something. You
And then
open the
you get
door and you get shot by arrows, bro.
Oh yeah! I remember that. I was like, "There's no way it'll happen again," and then it happens again.
It was
Uh.
incredible. The timing was immaculate. It was honestly delicious.
I swear to God, I probably would have died there if Adarashi hadn't been like, "Can I jump in to like make sure he doesn't die?" Oh my God.
Oh my
You
word.
dash Adarashi get into fights, but you always got each other's back. Maybe you don't have his back, but he has your back.
We are all homies here in quotation marks.
I'm gonna be straight with y'all. Vincent only cares about Hal right now. If y'all want Vincent to give a shit about you, talk with him. Form a relationship.
from a relationship, become a homie.
I don't really think I can at the moment because it's probably gonna end us getting killed again. I'm just saying.
That's
valid.
true. He's not wrong.
Listen, it's my fault. He has stupid brain. I mean, kind of is, but not really.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
D&D, lovely thing.
What a lovely game to play with.
Our
friends.
campaign is
Highly-
the very definition of this is why we can't have nice things.
Honest to
Exactly.
God!
honestly, actually, the most accurate sentence to describe it, honestly.
Oh my gosh.
Like, I remember we were on a ship, right? And I was like knocked unconscious, and then Adarashi,
Oh my
this beautiful man, he wanted to make me conscious again, and
He tried
did
slapping you
so
awake.
by slapping me. And the DM, for some twisted reason, was like, you know what? Roll a d20. And this man, he
Roll
got a
for your
natural
slap.
1. And this slap, what did it do? What did it do? It flew me into the ocean.
You know, I have to say this. I feel like
Oh, good.
in that particular situation, I think he was going to be mean that if he rolled either high or low, right? Either way, you would have been slapped into the ocean, right?
Yeah.
You know what? You're probably
he,
right.
he seems like that kind of individual. I don't know why. I just get that vibe. You probably would have been slapped into the ocean if you got a 20 also.
Bro, when you
Because-
got into the ocean, I thought that was it. I was like, oh, so Vincent's dying first campaign, right? First
And
session.
then Vincent rolled a 20 on his freaking
Athletics,
dexterity.
I think? No, dexterity.
Yeah, I think or athletics or dexterity. I'm not sure. And managed to swim fast as the boat.
He kept up with the boat, man. It was incredible. You should have seen it.
Both of us tried throwing rope over the side of the boat. For whatever reason, we had a roll for that. So I ended up throwing. Was it? I think I ended up throwing it on the other side, and Adarashi, who also threw rope, ended up throwing the whole thing into the water.
Oh my gosh.
And then me having my one brain, so I was like, hey, guys, what about the anchor?
We're the worst. Awful.
We're
Quality
not-
content, though.
Not to mention Adarashi's tried eating me multiple times.
Listen, Adarashi just does not care, which is understandable.
I don't even know, man. It is some stuff. Let me tell you.
It's many stuff, many horrible stuff, compact into one tiny party.
One magnificent campaign.
We've only had like what 3 sessions so far, and we're
Yeah,
deep
3
into this
sessions,
shit.
So much happened. Your arm is gone. We're all want to be convicted for murder. I don't know what's happening anymore.
Now what?
Fantastic.
There was so much D&D vomit right there.
Oh my goodness.
Let's look back at the
Shoot.
little list. We already talked about my stupid plushie.
How far have we got? How far have we gotten so far?
So far my timer says 44 minutes.
Man,
How fun.
Absolutely marvelous.
so much time to talk about more things.
I
So
could...
much time that we spent on talking about D&D.
Well, I think it'll be easy to come up with a thumbnail.
Quality content.
I want to talk about Dasher, but also I don't, because I don't want to be a big furry.
Honestly, talk
Do it.
about
Just,
it. Do
just do
your thing.
it. Just do it.
I'd-
we already know. The whole world knows.
Not,
We've already
well,
mentioned-
the whole
we've already-
world doesn't know.
We
Think
already
about it,
mentioned Mina. We already mentioned the plushie, dude.
but we did do that. We did.
We
Go
could ju-
off. Go off.
I
Talk
don't-
about your plushie.
He's nice.
I mean, at
haven't got him yet. Where do I
You
begin?
haven't gotten them yet?
Nah, it was a pre-order, and apparently he's gonna ship in like January. So
Oh
That's
my
hard.
gosh.
yeah, the website said December, but I feel misled.
It really do be like that.
But a Dasher.
So an Astra.
I don't want to. I don't want to talk like I'm the only person who's like played through the game.
Yeah, I
and
was about to say we can't really say anything else about Ad Astra.
I mean, I can talk about
It's
the
just
like
10 and 10 though.
stupid scenes in the game because there's so many. Jesus Christ.
Just go ahead. Describe. You know what? It's more entertaining trying to describe these scenes to us as people who don't know. I feel like that makes it more high quality. So go
Okay.
ahead and do it.
So let's just start from the beginning of this amazing, heart-gripping story? Question mark.
Question mark. We love
So
to
far
see it.
I've gotten 2 of my friends to start the game. Um, and I completely forgot that the way the game literally starts is like, oh, that's rather big, or some like ominous sexual joke or something, and I was like, I forgot about this completely. Um, but the way the story goes is you're a college student in Italy, I think, if I remember properly, and then you get kidnapped by a 7 foot tall space wolf man. Um, and this
What?
the entire time you're with this little space wolf man, he's like, "Oh, you're a little stupid human. You don't know anything."
You little stupid baby boy, you little stupid baby boy.
Little baby man. Little baby
Little baby
man.
man.
And like the entire time he's like, "Wow, you're actually intelligent," and you're just like, "What the fuck? Why do you think I'm stupid?" Um, and the entire point of the first part of the story, I guess, when you're like traveling to this weird world, you're like, "Fuck, I gotta get away from this man. He's gonna take me to some planet or something," because like you don't know
He's
what the
gonna
fuck's
stab
happening.
me in the dick. Or the
Actually, that's
or
what
the
you do.
boob.
That's what the MC does.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. So, let me just start dropping names real quick. So, Wolfman, his name is Amicus, and the MC, which like you're supposed to like type your own name, or whatever, but like the MC has been named Marco. So, Amicus has a little like taser thing that he uses and jabs Marco with it to like make him sleep or something or knock out. And Marco wakes up again and is like, "What the fuck? What did you just tase me?" And Amicus is like, "No," which is a fucking lie.
Not great.
So like
But,
you wrestle him for it, and then you put it to like max power, and then you stab him with it. And that like the description of the game was like really like detailed. It's like, oh, his body contorts and like shakes. I'm like, ugh. So that knocks him out for like a good hour, I think. And you're just on the ship trying to figure out how to pilot the damn thing. And then he wakes up and he's like, "Yo, what the fuck? Why did you stab me with the taser?" And then you're like, "Why the fuck did you kidnap me?" And then he goes on to explain, and like I'm gonna be honest, I kind of forgot it because it was complicated. I have small brain, but he's like, "Oh, I have to get a pet from another planet to show like some sort of like royal status, I think it was." Anyway, Marco,
Damn,
MC
so
guy.
he did it for clout. This
Basically, that's actually perfect. That's literally why he kidnaps you for clout.
wow.
Guy. Oh
'Cause,
my
like,
gosh.
There's this weird like class system on his home
Is that a
planet.
compliment or an insult?
Kind of both.
What? I got so confused. Just with kind of, and I was like,
Okay, so on his planet, there's this weird like class system, and they have like quote unquote end servants that they call pets, right? And if you're like,
Oh, so you're into that kind of stuff. Geez.
stop, no. If you're like intelligent enough to be a pet, that's like something to be acknowledged for, I guess. Something like that. I don't know. And Amicus has some sort of like ancient like records on humans being an abandoned civilization or something like that. So he's like, "Oh, if I go get a human pet, it'll be like rare and cool, and like everyone will think I'm hot shit or something like that." Because Amicus is trying to become the emperor, and he's battling his brother in an election basically for it. So that's why he's like, "Oh, let me get a human pet," which just happens to be Marco, aka the MC. The entire time they're on the ship, MC's like, "What? Could you just like drop me home and like pick somebody else? I'm in college, I have shit to do." And then Amicus is like, "I'd love to, but this ship only has enough fuel for like a one-way trip." So you're like, what the fuck? And like I forgot how it happened, but like on the ship you managed to like drive into a star, so you almost die on the ship. So that's fun.
imagine being able to drive into a
Fantastic.
star. Oh, to be in a spaceship driving towards a star.
I love driving into the sun. It's so great. It's so cool.
It was
So
very
bright.
fun. I'm not gonna lie, I thought the story was gonna end there because like it's like you go into a star, there's a gravitational pull, you're kind of fucked. But you manage to pull out of it. You don't die, thankfully.
Amazing.
What a way to go.
Just into a star.
Honestly.
Suck.
Legendary.
And basically from there on, I'm giving like an abridged version kind of because like we're running on 51 minutes, but like anyway, you kind I've forgotten like how the story exactly goes, but like you eventually fall in love with Amicus, and Amicus falls in love with you, and it's real sweet, whatever, like I guess. But there's one part of the story that kind of fucks me up because Amicus does like some research on human culture and finds out what dating is and tries to court you. That doesn't really go well. And then after like a few days, MC feels bad about it and tries to court him back with flowers. But the thing is, he walks to his room and he finds him fucking another dude.
Damn!
Yeah.
Oh.
Oil and Stockholm? Dude, that's crazy!
And I was shocked. MC was shocked. The people were shocked.
I mean, I would imagine, yes.
And like I was kind of pissed because I was like, dude, you were just trying to romance me like a few days ago. What the fuck? So you run out of the room because like you just saw a person you were thinking about like dating fucking another dude.
This game is so wild.
It is.
I didn't know anything about this game before this. So hearing this is incredible. It's an experience.
Yeah.
I'm giving it like a really abridged version because there's hundreds of details I'm missing, but like
No, I'm taking this as this is the
No,
summary.
this is everything.
This is the official summary.
and like he tries to justify by like, oh, I have needs too, and I was like, I guess.
Ew, disgusting.
There's another part. So there's gods in this universe, but they're called parents or something like that.
Gosh, it's just one big family analogy.
No, stop, Sweet Home Alabama. But thing. So, I mentioned earlier how Amicus is trying to become the emperor of his world or whatever, right? And his brother, I keep fucking it up. I'm just calling him Cassie. His brother Cassie, is also running, but like he's obviously not suited to lead, but he still wants to lead. And through some like corrupt government or something, I forgot how it went down. There was another character that helped like fuck up the election ? And he ended up on the throne. And once you become emperor, you're supposed to be able to talk to the parents or the gods or whatever. But because Cassie wasn't supposed to be on the throne, he couldn't talk with them. So he tried going for what was referred to a game like the ancient method, quote unquote, end, and that was basically getting super high on drugs.
Of
So you
course.
just walk in on him hotboxing himself in a room.
This
And it's
game
the
is so
funniest thing
wild,
ever because
bro.
he's like tripping mad balls, and he's like, Marco, what are you doing here? Like, I'm supposed to be talking to the parents, and you're like, dude, what the fuck are you on? And then he just collapses.
Dude, what are you doing here? I'm hotboxing the room.
Nothing like doing a bit of hooky in order to freaking hookah, whatever the fuck they call it, right? In order to talk with God. I love, so
Mom, dude, get out of my room. I'm trying to talk to God.
God, get out of my room! I'm trying to smoke drugs.
Mom, get out of my room. I'm trying to talk to the ancient gods.
What an awful thing.
Mom, leave me alone, dude. I'm just trying to be a religious man. Do you have a problem with that?
I'm just trying to be a religious man. Leave me to smoke my weed.
Look, I know it's like 50 pounds of weed, but come on, man. God,
It's
the
the
guy's gotta
Dr.
do whatever
God.
you need.
It's the Dr. God.
It's necessary, Mom.
It's a necessary evil, man. I'm so sorry, Mina. We're going off on this.
No, it's fucking quality content. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
skipping over stuff yet again, because it's so messy. There's this like father figure slash grandpa. He was a friend of their dad, and their dad's passed, and through like some fucked up shit, he manages to ascend to the throne or something, and he does that by poisoning Cassie. So that was a whole fun experience.
Oh boy.
And through more bullshit and drama, you end up stabbing him in the back, which is like a good thing because he was gonna kill Amicus during a fight or something. So you stab him in the back. Everything's just fine and peachy. But then the fucker, his name's Kato, I remember. He takes the knife out of his back that you stabbed him with and slices your throat. Like, and it's like a really deep cut. Like he almost like decapitates you. So you're just like laying there dying. And depending on how you play the game, you either just like die there or you're saved by the parents. But this is the part that really fucks me up because Amicus is like, no, you're not gonna die. We finally just got our happy ending, and he runs to like this like terminal that allows him to talk to the parents.
You don't get to die. I need my happy ending.
That's kind of what happened, but like more sad.
That's what we call bro moment. Look, it's just a trope that I don't like. It's just like, oh yeah, I stab him. He looks dead, right? I'm just gonna leave him alone. Just like, not like every other thing in the world says, oh yeah, this guy, he's so evil. He's gonna stand back up and kill you.
I mean, he wasn't like down for the count. He was still standing up. Like you would think he'd be like dying, not have the power to do it, but like he's an old bastard, I guess, that's like strong enough to fucking withstand being stabbed in the back, so I fucking guess.
But yeah, it's just like finish him off. Just like don't be a wussy. If you're gonna stab him in the back, do it 6 more times.
If you're gonna kill someone, kill them dead.
48 stab wounds. Do that.
48 stab wounds.
Look, man. If a guy
what's
needs
that
48
one
stab
good person that got
wounds,
stabbed in the back like 20 times?
What?
From a game?
No, from like actual not mythology, like fucking Caesar?
Oh no, yeah.
Julius
It was
Caesar,
like,
didn't he get stabbed in the back?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah,
That was like all of his friends gathered round and they said, I'm done.
And they killed him.
I've had enough of this.
I hope people realize that it takes a lot in order for it. Like, surprisingly enough, it takes, in fact, a lot of stabs in order to kill a person, right?
Yeah.
Despite what you may think, right? And usually, if you just leave them at one stab and it incapacitates them, that's a slow death, buddy. So you
sturdy.
You did not grant them a murder. Yeah,
you gotta put us down, man. You gotta take us down if you want to take us down.
The human body could withstand a lot more than people imagine. And so it's just like, it just makes me so angry, right? When these people are just like, oh yeah, I just sort of like touch him with my fingernail, and he should be dead, right?
I mean, it was a pretty deep stab wound.
But where? In the stomach?
I think you stab him two times in the back.
He wants people to stay dead.
And then one time in his throat. I don't remember.
In the throat?
I think
that's still long enough to kill a person. Because here's the thing, right? If you're stabbed in the throat or you have your neck sliced, right? You technically are basically just losing blood at a rapid pace and probably can't breathe. But you still most likely would, if you're not like completely down for the count, you would still probably have the energy to at least do one final action. Right?
Yeah, and that's why you get your neck sliced off.
Yeah. No, okay, because here's the thing. The other dude, right, he practically chopped your damn head off, right? I don't really think there's much you could do, right? But you stab him in the back 2 times.
Yeah.
If you don't completely cut off his spinal, actually, no, not even. You're going to have to cut the spinal cord in a way you no longer have access to your arms. And even then, it's like, what the hell? You're going to have to be a neuroscientist or some crap like that in order to pull that off, right?
I mean,
so
to be fair...
it's just like... Just stab him in the head, cut off the arms, completely disembody the guy, bury the
Okay, keep in mind, this dude you're fighting is like 7 foot tall and like 300 pounds. It's not a fair fight.
I know it's not a fair fight, but I mean, come on, at least aim somewhere better. Unless you're saying that was like literally the only way you could possibly stab.
Kind of, because like he was like whatchamacallit, he was like fighting Amicus during the situation, and he had him pinned down. So like you can't really stab anywhere except his back and maybe his neck, which where is
Back
where
of
he
the head.
stabbed.
Back of the head.
I mean, I guess.
Just
Listen, man, this is a dating game. You
Take
can't
like
think about the
take
logistics of a
Thanos'
death.
advice. Go for the head. Go for the head, please.
You should have gone
This
for
is
the
a
head.
dating game. We can't think about the logistics of this death, man. We just gotta move forward.
You can't reason with tyrants. I'm just saying.
I mean, he
You're gonna
dies
try
later
to
on from
reason
blood
with a
loss,
dating
but
game,
like
bro.
you all. So after you get your
No.
next that transition.
I was about to say, where were we even at?
I didn't even hear what we were going to.
Okay, so you get your next slice from Kato, which is the guy you stabbed twice in or whatever. In Amicus, he's in denial of you dying, so he runs to this terminal that allows him to contact the parents. And he contacts the parents, and this is the part of the game that really fucked me up, because the parents are like, okay, here's your situation. We could fix your little boyfriend, man, and get him living and whatever, but we'll only do it if you do what we want. And he was like, in Amicus. Side point: the entire game, Amicus is like praising the parents about how they're like really great gods, whatever, and they're merciful, whatever, and all that. And Marco's like completely sus about it the entire time. Like, I don't know. They kind of sound like douches. But during the scene, they're like, "We'll save your lover or whatever, but like you have to like do this plan for us." And Amicus is like, "What the fuck? I've worshipped you my entire life. Why do I have to do an extra thing?" And they're like,
Oh,
do
so it
that
turns
or
out they
lose
are
your boyfriend.
douches.
Huh?
So it turns out they are douches.
Yeah, they're big douches. And like, cause like they really gave him no choice. They're like, you can let your boyfriend die, or you can do what we want and have him not die. And like, it really fucked me up because the dialogue was like, it packed a punch. Like I was having a crisis at 3 a.m. because of the stupid
Yeah,
thing.
I would imagine, right? I would imagine it'd be significantly more emotionally impactful playing it than hearing from the words of some
and a really
people.
fucked up part about that scene is like Amicus is like holding you in his arms because like you're bleeding out whatever and he was running, but like the parents start like controlling your body to speak with him, and like your body like contorts apparently to like it just the description was very not good.
Fantastic.
Delightful. We love hearing it.
it explains Amicus's fear as he sees the player's body like to like contort whatever, and their voice isn't their voice, it's just the voice of the parents, and they basically like taunt him. It was so
Ew.
fucked up.
What an awful ew.
Yeah.
I kind of love it though. I love that, but it sucks.
You gotta love it, bro.
In the end, you survive because the parents like fix up your throat and whatever. But you are then given like the choice, not really because like, the story just like progresses on, but like Amicus is like, the parents saved you, whatever, but they only saved you because we have to do this thing, and that thing apparently is bringing Earth into like this galactic system of the other aliens and whatnot, and you're tasked with doing it, Marco the MC. And apparently doing that will separate you and Amicus for 8 years.
Bruh.
Yeah, so they're both of you are like, wow, what the fuck? But another little thing I left out. The Wolf Society, they engineered pills that like help you to live longer, up to like 200 years or something. So they're like, oh, if you just start taking this medication, you'll be able to live longer, and we could have our like happy ending after you finish this 8-year thing.
Red alert, buddy.
Yeah, so MC begrudgingly accepts because either that or like lose Amicus, and like you guys don't want to lose each other again. And the game kind of really ends off a somber note because you end up back in the place where Amicus initially kidnaps you. And it's like a really sweet and tender moment because you're like, oh, it won't be too long, just 8 years. That's like nothing compared to the time we have. And another point, Marco, he's like really fucked up about the whole situation, so he goes and tries talking to the parents, and they end up giving him a vision of the future, and they show that like after the 8 years, they live a long. Him and Amicus live a long, happy life together. They both live to be about like 400 years old, and just like it's really sweet and touching. So that's like makes the ending less sad because you know you get a happy ending in the end. But yeah, it really fucked me up.
That's what we call a bruh moment.
Yeah, so
Please.
there's my
Welcome.
Adastra rant.
We love Stockholm syndrome.
I mean, it wasn't okay. It wasn't really well.
Duh. Are you sure about that?
Okay. Backtracking. When he kidnaps him, he's like, he recognizes that you're really upset about those situations. He's like, you don't have to like actually be my pet, whatever. You can just like pretend to like in front of other people, and like whenever you're here, you can just like do whatever you want. So like,
That's weird.
Yeah.
Still,
it's
Mina, you cannot.
I'm
you
not
cannot,
defending
like,
it.
Say
I'm
this
just.
in a way that he's
I'm
not
not
Stockholm.
I mean, I don't.
It's not as terrible, but he did kidnap you.
It's still quite terrible, you know.
Yeah, it's still bad.
Welcome to Morals.
Welcome
What
to
up, Paul?
Morals. What do you think?
Yeah, Morals.
I mean,
What's a good,
Okay, I don't think this is.
what's a good way to kidnap and what's a terrible way to kidnap someone?
I mean, I don't think this is a good comparison, but like a lot of people say that Beauty and the Beast was like Stockholm.
I was about to say, yeah.
Yeah, but it's not Stockholm syndrome because like forgot the reason
more
why.
like a hostage.
Hostage
But
with
isn't
benefits.
that what Please.
No, okay, no. I believe how it went down. Well, I only know the Disney version, right? So how I remember it, basically, the father trespassed into the grounds, so the beast sort of took him to personal jail, right? And
Yeah.
then Belle was like, okay, fine, I'll kick it with you if you let my father go. And he was like, and then they kicked it, you know.
Yeah.
But it's not really like kicking it, more like
I mean,
it's
it was more of Belle was like, "I'll take his place," and then the servants were like, "Oh, it's a girl, date her."
Yeah. Yeah, they were like, we need her. Date him. He's lonely.
Bro moment.
For a moment, indeed.
After all of that.
I don't know what to say, cause like,
That was.
Oh, I mean, random thing, but like, I made an Adastra shitpost on TikTok and it blew up.
which one was this?
Tell me the stats. Tell me the stats.
Oh, okay. Let me just
Tell me the stats. What?
just log into
What
TikTok real
what
quick.
what we talking here? Like popular, like Hollywood popular?
Probably
Pretty
just
popular
in the Adastra community.
Relatively popular? Who knows?
So it currently has 2,442 views. And
Wow.
it has 598 likes.
Ooh,
What was what? Did you show us this?
I think I did.
I-
It was literally so stupid. It was just a picture of Amicus and then the audio where it's like, Peter, don't tell me it's a marketable plushie.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And then there's
I
a
remember
slap,
this
and
one.
then
You
he
sent
turns
it
into
to
the
a group
plushie.
chat.
I didn't think it'd be
I
that
remember
funny.
being so mad because it was so loud in my brain.
I didn't think it'd be that funny, but it blew up apparently.
Dude, the
marketable
voice is just
plushie
funny.
shit is just
Don't turn us
Peter,
don't turn us into marketable plushies.
Peter!
Please stop.
Peter.
We don't gotta do this. We don't gotta live like this.
I mean,
Arthur, please, we don't gotta live like this.
oh my god. Okay.
Oh gosh.
Well, we're currently running up on an hour and 10 minutes. We could push it to like 15 or end it here.
I mean, we've basically discussed most of the topics that we have, right?
We've
mean,
said what we need to say.
We could talk about Christmas. That's another thing.
Crimbus.
Crimbus.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my god, Christmas was a mess. No, not a mess, but like my Okay, so for once I actually had a list of what I wanted, and I gave it to well, I didn't give it to my family, but like I told each person what I wanted. I was like, oh, you could get me this, you could get me this, and I told my sister what I wanted already, and she was like, okay, but what else? And I was like, what do you mean what else? She's like, I have to get you something else, and I was like, I don't want anything else. She's like, no, but Mina, I have to get you something else, and I was like,
Mina, give me something else to give you.
and I was like,
Mina, give me more. I want to give you more. Give me more gifts. I give to give you.
yeah, I was like,
That was
thank
such
you.
a good voice, Arthur. Oh my gosh.
I was like, thank you, but like, I genuinely don't want anything else. She was like, but Mina, I gotta get you something else. And I was like,
And she said, Mina, in the next 5 seconds, if you don't tell me something else, I'm gonna break everything. I'm gonna.
that's basically what happened.
I will give you something for me to give you.
Speaking of what I got the Taz comics, and they're so good.
Oh yeah, you sent it. That 10 out of 10 quality
Oh my
content.
God, the back cover of it is so pretty. It's just, I'm completely nerding out by the way, but like the back cover is just a void fish, and it's so cute. Oh, it's so nice.
Wait, what comics?
We'd love to see it.
Taz, aka the Adventure Zone.
Hmm.
It's the one podcast
this-
I keep telling you to listen to, Arthur.
What?
What is it about?
4 dudes play D&D.
Yes, that's what I thought it was.
Lovely.
God, I did not think Taz was gonna make me cry, but it really did. So many times. Like, I was like, oh, it's just a haha funny adventure, and then there was emotions, and I was like, wait, I wasn't expecting this.
There's always emotions.
I wasn't expecting emotions. How dare.
We come in expecting emotions, but are never prepared.
I wanted funny wizard man named Taco, and then I got depression.
I got sad.
Imagine if Fernando somehow steers our campaign in that kind of direction as well.
I mean,
Like,
he
how
very
we
much
screwed-
could, cause like I gave him my backstory, and he was like, "Oh, this is good stuff. I'll use this for like the second part of our campaign." And I was like, "Oh, okay then."
I don't think we would react sad though. I think we're too chaotic and we don't.
Mm,
We're not-
mm.
Well, unless they're like.
I feel like he
stretched
sometimes
out.
just gets too fed up for us to really try.
Yeah, I don't.
Like, not even like a we can't, more like a he won't, you know?
Understandable.
He's just
I
like,
could
you
see
know
either
what?
way.
You guys are all fucking.
We don't deserve emotions right now. He's taking the emotion card away.
All we get is pain.
Oh man, dude.
That's the
fucking-
only emotion we feel.
Okay, so I've been getting really into this one D&D world, called Verum, which is run by a dude called Arcadum, right? Oh my gosh, dude. I probably won't ever be able to play a character in there, but I have so many ideas already. Oh my gosh, dude.
Well, you can
And-
tell us the ideas.
Okay, so I have so there are a lot of concepts because it's a homebrew, right? There are a lot
Yeah.
of concepts in there that I'll have to explain. So one of these concepts, there is this faction or organization of some sort. I don't really know what to call it, called the Hikari Knights, and they're basically like the demon police. I guess is the best way to describe them, right? Like they're basically responsible for hunting down and killing like the bad demons and stuff like that, right? And so what I had an idea for a character, which was basically that his so I don't know how feasible this is, but basically like, oh, his village got attacked by demons, but he was saved by a Hikari Knight, and so he was like, man, I want to become a Hikari Knight. And so basically through how I would imagine his character development would go, or rather how I'd want it to go. I can't imagine that I would always get my way, but basically how I'd imagine or want it to go is basically he sort of ends up like hating demons in general, not necessarily just the bad ones, right? But so
That's what you call a
eventually
racist.
Yeah, basically he becomes a racist, right? But like more of like a not because they're different, but more of like a you killed my fucking family. like a hatred he can't get rid of type deal. But eventually I want it to sort of like develop his character to develop in that way, either A, becoming more extreme, or B, learning, like trying to learn how to not hate demons, or at least just like, you know, just chill out a little bit. And also I wanted him to
Just
be
chill,
a crazy
man.
I also want him to be a crazy combat zealot as well. So
Oh, we love that.
yes.
10 out of 10.
But alas, I know that will not happen. So,
I mean,
know,
it
dream
could happen. Maybe we do a D&D thing out of our own.
maybe.
Perhaps.
But I don't know, because the issue is that the character I created is very specific to that world and like the things behind it, right? So it's difficult to try to translate that into like normal 5e campaign shit, unless the person who's DMing just so happens to have a homebrew that just so happens to have knights of a similar value.
Okay, real quick, are we cool if I don't edit this thing?
I mean, sure.
Because let's be honest,
there wasn't really any like long awkward pauses or anything of the sort.
Yeah, the only thing I ever edit out is just pauses, and at this point, let's just like unedit it, post it.
You've been yapping the whole time.
Yeah. Alrighty, well, we are running up on I think a decent enough time. Should
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
call
No, we don't want to waste any more your time. You gotta go to sleep. I probably should sleep. It's not time though, so whatever.
Good night.
Yeah. Yeah. Good night.